Hello, everyone. Welcome to the second podcast of Cyclology that is known as CycloChats. And this is your host, Ari, and wishing everyone a very good evening, good morning, good afternoon. Today, this will be our second podcast, and we have got new guests. And the guest is none other than the founder of Cyclology, Mr. Arnab Pattra, who doesn't need any introduction. So let's go straight to him. Okay, so we have got Arnabda with us, the founder and head of our psychology group. So, Arnabda, can you please introduce yourself in few words?
You have already told on this platform. When I'm talking in this platform, on this platform, I'm basically my identity as a psychology founder and cycling community active member is more in compared to my other identity where I worked as a IT professional serving the IT industry from last 14 years. So what I was telling, I had serving the cycling community from last 4 5 years. We have a club named Cyclology based on Kolkata, and we have a small footprints in other parts of India as well, like in Pune and Bangalore. So as of now, this is my short intro. I think we can carry forward our talking, and we will came to know each others, and I will describe more about myself, and we will talk relevant topics as the discussion will be going on.
Surely, thanks for the short intro. First question I want to throw towards you is from where you got the idea of creating this huge group which is known as Cyclology?
Is not huge at all. We believe in simplicity. We believe in small footprints. And till now, whatever we have progressed, that also not we can say it's a huge. Till now, we have only has the footprint in Kolkata, Bangalore, Pune. We have some partner clubs or the clubs running by with our support in several districts in of Bengal. But again, I am disagree with the words huge. But let's come to the point how we had started psychology, how this idea of psychology has been formed. It was a coincidence, you can say. It was not even a planned. The time of COVID 2020, and that time it was we all people, especially those who are in job, not in business, especially those who are in job, they got a huge time for themselves, and the situation was like that. You have the time, you have the job, but you don't have the opportunity to go outside. So COVID was very painful for large scale of population. But when I revisit my COVID time, sometimes I feel that it was a blessing for us. It's a very controversial words, but still I am saying I never thought that it is a blessing when the COVID situation was passing through. But when it has been done, and now after 2 years, now I am realizing that it was a blessing for me because that time I got enough time to talk with myself, to realize myself, to identify the crises of my lives. So one of the crises was right accompany, fitness, right health condition. These were the crises which I had identified at the very beginning of the COVID. I was not affected by COVID, but I identified those when I was doing small some homework. Even when I was climbing the stairs, I was feeling that I was tired within 10-15 stairs, climbing 10-15 stairs. So these were the red flag in my life. And that time I find that few people's, I was active in social, like in Facebook or Insta, and I find that few people are actively doing cycling every morning or every evening, post office hours or even before office hours. We had office, but
Mm-hmm.
thing is that we don't have the office transport time. So we were blessed with that 2 plus 2, 4 hours almost in every day, which now we are wasting in office transport. So I find few people are utilizing that, and I feel very jealous by seeing that. And my my inner child came up, because when every people, not only me, every person of mid age like 25 or 30 or 35, they can relate that when we had grown up, cycle was a part of our life.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a something imposed in us on us, like how today's parents are doing to their children, but it was a luxury to us. It was the first luxury, it was the first hobby to us. When we first learned how to do cycling, it was the first freedom to us. More or less, whenever we do 3 standard or 4 standard or at least 5 standard, we learn cycling. And that time, we got our first freedom to leave the finger of your parents. The hand holding parts has been gone, and we give the pressure on the pedal and ride for few kilometers. That was the first freedom in our childhood. And so coming to the points, so when I find that few like-minded people were enjoying the childhood again at the COVID time, before their office or post their office, I feel jealous. I immediately procure one cycle. Very less options was available at that time because market was shut, production was not there, supply
Mm-hmm.
chain was disrupted. So I bought one cycle, and I joined them. And fortunately, those people were Pinaki, Choyon, Monty, the old comrades with
Mm-hmm.
whom still we are growing the psychology together. And later on, Judajit, Sanida, and few more have also joined. Few have also left. But what we find that we are growing every day, we are growing every month, we are growing in every event. That's how the psychology has started at the COVID time, and the journey is growing on. And few
Mm-hmm.
of them later, when the COVID has been vanished, few of them join back their location, work location. Some of them transport to Bangalore, some of them move to Pune, but they hold their identity, psychology identity to that location, and they start forming that club there. It's a kind of thing. We were panic at the time of COVID for COVID infection, but at the same time, psychology has infected few of the like-minded people with the cycling things, and that infection is still going on rapidly and exponentially. And I believe this infection will be stay for next few more decades, few more centuries.
Thanks.
That was the journey how we had started.
Yep. Thanks for the brief idea behind this. So now I'm curious to know, like, as an
Mhm.
IT employee and as a cyclist by yourself, how you are managing the admin part of this group.
See, managing admin part is very easy. I mean to say, there is no rocket science of managing the admin parts. The only thing is that you have to active on the social channels. And we normally being active on the social channels. If psychology was in not in my list, then I would be active in some other pages. Maybe I would be active on some OTT platform. Maybe I would be active on some movie industry. Maybe I would be active on some chit chat or some friends chit chat or something. But when
Mm-hmm.
psychology come into the mind, my maximum social time engaged with psychology, and I normally keep engaging with the audience or the club members in our common group, common forum. We keep talking about the events, we keep talking about the how fitness can be improved, we keep talking about the improving ourselves uh, with sports, without sports in our. And now even the friends we had made throughout the cycling journey, they are almost our family members. So we talked, nowadays we talk, our circle are limited, or you can say one part of our circle is covered by or consumed by those guys. So we know each other's pain point, we know each other's strong weakness, family crisis, and everything. So this is how it's the ecosystem. Once you are infected with this mind, your mind will be definitely will be infected, and you will be stay here. And the good thing is that this infection is something good. Once you are infected with this infection, you will grow in your life, you will get better health, you will be pushed to be a better person. So it's a very good infection, and I believe everyone should be infected with this.
Surely, surely. So now I'm just curious to know about your cycling journey. So I heard that you are into mainly ultra cycling or endurance cycling, and so we got to know from our sources that you participated in Coast to Crest. That is like this year it will come to third edition. So we'd like to know your cycling journey from you.
So as I was stating, I started on the COVID time. There was a no clear mindset of any goals or anything. To enjoy the cycle, I started. So after starting, every day I flew away from the home up post office at about when the sun has not set 5 o'clock or 4 o'clock. I ran away from home with cycle. Every day my target was today I go on 5 kilometer. Next day I tried 7 kilometer. Next 7 days I tried 7 kilometer. Then I increased it to 20, 25 day by day with my capacity. Sometimes I progress hard, sometimes I progress slow because capacity is there. So that's where I do my 50. And then when 50 70 was my cup of tea, I stayed there for at least for 3 4 months. Then I was looking for a century ride, and Choyan was the person who assured me with his folding small cycle. He told I had done that time. I was just introduced with Choyan via psychology, not more days, but that was a 10 days or 15 days our known each other. So he assured me, Arnab, let's try for 100. I had already accompanied 4 5 guys, so I know how to do the 100. Let's do the 100. So it was a rainy day. So me and Choyan, the excited two peoples, had did our 100. I took almost 7 hours to do my first 100. It was to Kolani. Now the Kalani road, that time it was constructing. We took that empty road. I did my 100, and once I did my 100, the mental barrier has been gone. So I keep on pushing myself. What more I can do? How much I can go? What is my limit? So post that we do 200 with the group. My first 200 was still memorable. I can remember Nilanjanda, Pinaki, Kushal, Rahul. Few more people were there with me for 200. In the meantime, I had changed my cycle from hybrid to road bike. Then we pushed to my first 300. Again, my first 300 was also memorable. It was a cyclo enduro ride. I took almost 19 hours to do my first 300. I did 5 puncture on my first 300, but never give up because distance was not there. Anyway, I have to come back to home. So instead of come back to home via bus, we repaired the puncture and come back. I lost my power operated pumper that time over because it was overheated. Back to back 5 puncture was there, so it was overheated and it's gone. I was carrying 3 tubes, so 3 tubes gone. I had to patch the tubes and I had to come. So that's why I do my first 300. So when the first 300 has done, I know I was ready for more. And then we planned Coast to Crest on 2 years, 3 years back. Before Coast to Crest, I ride few practice ride where I did 400, 500 kilometers also. And now I had done maximum 830 kilometer, which is the Coast to Crest route, multiple times. So this is how I progress, and I believe continuity and dedication and passion should be there, and is the drive force which drive me. I have not done anything very benchmark thing or something. I have done very basic regular things, and my performance or my stats are not is like the wow. It's not like that I have done 830 kilometer in 36 hours or something. The day when I can achieve those. That time I can say that those are the wow stats. But now I is a like a person who has the mindset. Now I am a person who has the mindset, who has the strong belief that I can do 1,000 or 2,000 or 1,500 kilometers self-supported mode, because I know the pain points. I know how to recover on the saddle. I know what is the right hydration strategy. I know what is the right fuel strategy for this much kilometer. But again, limit should not be limited to 1,000 or 1,500 kilometer. Once I will be cross this barrier, definitely I will try for the more.
First, cycling or running?
Cycling.
Okay. Uh, Road bike, MTB, or hybrid?
Road bike.
Okay. Racing or India, the quick sprint racing or endurance?
Endurance racing.
Oh, that's interesting. Okay. Everesting or Everesting racing?
Everesting racing.
Oh, that's again an interesting answer. Okay. So, uh, let's go to a different route. So, cycling or social activities?
Very difficult. I cannot. It cannot be either or. It should be both. I need both, and especially social activities with cycling, like cycloplogging, we introduced.
That's great. Okay. So my last question would be, as a founder, as a like chief or the main person of Cyclology group, what exactly your vision in next 5 years? If you just say in 3 words.
Bengal will be the cycling hub of India.
Oh, that's an interesting answer. Any message for the upcoming cyclists who wants to begin cycling in their in their teenage or in any age?
Ride with passion, but hold the continuation.
That's interesting. So, thanks Arnabda for staying with us and bearing with my
Thank you, Arindom.
questions. And thanks everyone for staying with us. We will be seeing again with a different set of participants with us. So thanks and stay safe. Bye bye.